Today we're gonna try to level up our champion to unprecedented and godlike levels. And the way that we're gonna do that is using spellcrafting. We have magical abilities and we can imbue them with even greater power. Using the spellcrafting system, we're gonna be using our abilities and trying to defeat some powerful bosses. That is the goal today. Now I want to say a big shout out and thank you to Echoes of Mystralia for sponsoring today's video. And what we're playing today is a pre-alpha demo that's having a playtest that is going on right now. So for a limited time you can try out the game. And obviously it's for free on Steam. There it is, Meda's border. We've got to make it up there, but we have a rather large journey ahead of ourselves. So it's off to the Fields of Division. Now this is a roguelite. Just getting out of the starting area, I lost about 50% of my health, and things are already going awry right now. Dodging and getting out of the way of incoming attacks is absolutely crucial, and now the enemies have like armor to them, so that's fantastic. We're at 110 out of 500 health. Things are not looking good. That being said, we've received a very powerful upgrade which is going to allow us to spellcraft, and that is a key mechanic in this game. As it's a roguelite, adventure game with RPG elements, well, let's see. Foes spread their burn stacks upon death, or damage plus 60%. I think Heavy Shop is absolutely necessary. But which of our abilities, Lightning Beam or Wind Boomerang, are we going to upgrade? And I think Wind Boomerang. Now remember, this is going to do plus 60% damage, but at the cost of minus 30% speed. I still think that's probably the best chance that we have. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get any health. We're still at 110 out of 500 health. And throwing the boomerang, it still feels like it's relatively fast. Ooh. We encountered our first event here. Select an invocation. Gain rage on hit. I think gaining haste is going to be very, very important. And we'll upgrade the lightning beam with it. So we're in our next zone. And where are the enemies? They're right there. Okay, these guys are new, and it looks like they have giant cannons on their head. So, yep, they have giant cannons on their head, and they are pretty dang powerful. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting them to melee charge me. This is my first time encountering them, and like, I think my inexperience in fighting them is showing. Okay, someone's firing little small like butterflies. Oh! But one needs to remember in roguelites, death is part of the process. You don't win or lose, you win or you learn through death. You learn through death. It didn't go well, Obak. It didn't go very well. It appears we're in what looks like a rather lovely heaven. We're going to unlock the skill tree. And even in our journey, this is a little bit too early. We can try out some new abilities right here. We can interact. We lost all of the upgrades to our abilities, but you can see just what abilities we have. The Wind Boomerang, the Lightning, and at base level, they seem pretty decent. Now, if we want to unlock more abilities, well, we're going to have to just jump right back into it and go back to the rainforest. So which way? How about this way this time? I love the Lightning because whenever I use it, it feels like unlimited power. The one thing I need to check out is if it's really good against multiple opponents, like if you can chain them together. But once again, this is probably my favorite part of the game, which is spellcrafting. Customizing my abilities to fit, well, whatever style I have in mind. So this is plus 25% on foes affected by freeze. If we could add faster and chill and then damage up on freeze, that would be pretty good. Cast lightning strike while moving? Well, that seems pretty good. I think that's a pretty good upgrade. We'll get some resources. Remember that we need 30 of that, like, if you look in the bottom left, the little blue one that sort of looks like a hardy wisp, that's the one we need 30 of to unlock the next ability. Okay, that's not creepy. Oh, that guy just dodged my ability. How cool. All right, what do we have right here? A trinket. 50% of damage received is spread out over a fixed duration. So we can go here, or we can take the less known path, and honestly, I'm gonna do that. A cross pass with the Timeless Idol. So we have a 75% chance of plus 100 health, or a 25% chance of minus 50. I mean, I like those odds. Risk and reward is a key part. It didn't add any of my health. It would have been effective if we needed to heal, which we didn't. But in classic roguelite fashion, risk and reward is just an absolute key part of the calculus, part of the gameplay experience. And experience says I'm a lot better at dodging this time around. Well, he spoke too soon. But I mean, at 481, last time I think I was at like 200 health at about this same spot. He's gonna do his thing, and I'm gonna let him. pulling back, but it's just got such a pure gameplay loop. Speed of 50%, damage plus 100% when foes are full health, or duration. I mean, I like that. And I'm using Lightning Beam quite a bit, so we're gonna upgrade that. So Lightning Beam's already, I would say, considerably powerful, at least to what I'm used to. So the Cradle of the Union is blocked. The Fields of Division, where we last found our demise, is where we need to go. So enemies in the Field of Division seem to be significantly more powerful. They've got armor. And I think just sort of, oh, I don't like those flies. They shoot that little acid thing. Oh man, that was like a very difficult spot. I was caught on a bridge. I guess in hindsight, I could have ran backwards. There's a dude with a crossbow. All right. Is this gonna be my Thermopylae? We just hold the bridge. What just, oh, I was like, something hit me. And I just gotta stay out of their radius, otherwise I get stunned. I do not like those flies. That is definitely the bane of this run right now for me right now, is dodging those little acid smoke fart balls. Deals critical damage on foes affected by burn. I think leaves a trail of fire that applies burn would be really good for the boomerang. But you can see how you can start stacking abilities, and certain ones really lend themselves to supporting others. So let's do a fire trail on the boomerang. That way enemies will run into this fire, as we will obviously have to bravely reposition to the rear, aka retreat at times. Or do I want to lose one of those? We'll take this. That's something we seem to have in abundance. Gain 20 minerals at the start of a region. That's pretty good. And Trinket a Life Patch. Heal 25 after each encounter. Okay. That, I would say, is a considerable boon. And I think increased our chances. So I just, healed myself by 25. Also got some more minerals. And, woo! Okay, these crossbow guys have a very long reload rate. And that guy just duffed his shot straight into that, like, fence. So all I gotta do is block or dodge that first crossbow bolt. Yeah, get fired. Look at him on fire. I love that one. That's huge. All right, where is the next enemy? Okay, it's the cannon heads. We saw these guys. Yeah, I guess throwing that a lot. Oh, gosh. Okay, this is scary. Oh, the crossbows. Woo! Dodge them, baby. We got to do this. All right, 2 down. I think it's just this last one to go. And boom. Okay, time to spellcraft. Oh, this is new. It's a giant, beautiful star. Oh, it wasn't a spellcrafting option. Okay, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, and right now we are the beggar. We passed the Fields of Division, and it looks like the Winding Path is going to be our first encounter with a mini-boss. Although he'll probably feel like a big boss for us, at least at first encounter. Oh, all right. This is a giant tree. It looks like he's going to be shooting acid. Oh, and he's going to be spawning like little, like, cryptic zombie thingies. Cool. Oh, I hate those dudes. They're not hard to outsmart, but you can easily get caught, like doing your lightning ability and standing in place, and then like get stunned by their abilities. All right, so how do I deal damage to this guy? All right, oh, so he's sort of like a turtle in a way. Fortunately, he's slow. We got multiple little minor enemies we're gonna have to dispatch relatively quickly, or what I hope is relatively quickly. While the big tree guy is shooting giant acid bombs out of his stump like we kind of expected. He does what you'd think he would do based off of how he looks. What's he doing now? Do we stun him? We did. Okay, that's a lot of dangerous stuff. I don't like this. Jump. I am terrified. Okay, that's more. Oh my gosh, dude. This is egregious. The amount of stuff pouring out of this guy. And this is just the mini boss. Can you imagine what it's gonna be like to fight the main boss? All right, but I think fire on my boomerang is pretty good. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that one curving into me. It's so easy. You kind of have to look indirectly at the boss. Oh gosh. And you can't really stay in one place very long. You gotta stay mobile, but the walls around you kind of make that a little bit difficult. Luckily, the boomerang has pretty good range. Oh my gosh, and he's very, very low actually. Are we gonna do this? We just killed Terrakin? Oh, look at all this stuff. Yo, give me all that stuff. Give me that loot. So the Trinket, the Fortunate Martyr. I would rather not be a martyr at all, but hey, if I had to be one, fortunate would be good. For every 10 lost, receive 1. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's good. Remember that it's a roguelite and losing or dying is part of it. So there's the heavy shot again. Bounce +1 to foes affected by static. We don't have that. And piercing freeze adds a chill. Plus it pierces. I think that would be pretty good for the wind boomerang. We'll put it down here, and we'll see how this works. Right now, we leave a fire trail, but I think we're also going to be adding chill. That means this wind boomerang might, depending on the next upgrade that we get, might be incredibly, incredibly powerful. So we're at 283. We go to the next region, and we should heal. So let's go to the frames. What do the enemies have here? Okay, that's a giant scorpion thing, and... Oh, wait a minute. Did he die? Did I just get one of those guys to die? Crossbowmen, 2 more Scorpios. There are so many enemies. Residual damage, I think, is absolutely key in terms of, like, what upgrades you'll want to try to get. If I could upgrade my dodge, I would. They said this plays best on a controller I'm playing on, and they did not lie. This is quite fun, but I think, like, for the quickness of movement that you're gonna need, it almost feels like essential. Okay, I got caught there. Ooh, almost got caught again. Almost got caught again. I'm at 174. Something, I'm slowly ticking down by 2 health. Was I poisoned? Getting caught in that circle is catastrophically bad. It does make sense that, you know, an 8-legged little critter, was he 8-legged? Would be doing poison damage. All right, did we get something that was affected by static? Add wave movement, cast electrical arcs that deal 40% damage and apply static. I think that's what we need, and I think maybe the lightning beam would be a good one to run that on. It is purple, so having multiple purple things seems to make sense intuitively, right? We'll test that theory, though. And that's probably the most fun bit of this game to me, is just spell crafting and customization. A repair camp. I would like to repair my life. Hello, I would like you to make my life better. Oh, yes. Plus 200? That was massive. All right, Nisette, what do you got for me? Buy a trinket for 30 crystal? Yeah, know what? Increases crystal received by 50%. That was what you call absolutely worth it. I'm going to buy as many trinkets as I can. I'm not entirely sure if I'm long for this world. So anything that will help me now, like this bloody arrow trinket. Hello, Henry. I would like an evocation. Oh, man, I should have bought a lot more of these. Okay. Deals critical damage on foes affected by static. We know exactly where to go with that. Over here to the lightning beam, and boom. Our lightning beam should be doing more and more damage. So we'll leave. We're on to the next round. Hello, Blue Fire. Will you heal me? As long as you don't burn me. Jeez, what just hit me? I can't wait to unlock my 3rd ability. I think that's going to dramatically increase our chances of, like, really getting far in this game. Whoop. All right, not bad, and now we've got the fast-moving little werewolf minions after me. I'm not entirely sure which of these enemy types is, quote, public enemy number 1. The scorpions, it's just like combined arms. You're fighting tanks, aircraft, and artillery all at the same time, and you don't know which one to target first. You feel massively overwhelmed. But fortunately, I've got magic. Every time you kill one, 4 pop up in its place. I wonder if you could get them to kill each other with the crossbows. All right. There has to be, what, 1 enemy left? It's this guy. Please, I need something good. Whenever you pick this up, you get infinity health. Increases elemental damage. Okay, well, we've got static, fire, so that's good. Wait a minute. No way. We're on to fight Meda's border. Okay, this is what we were aiming for. Nothing in the pots or crates. This is unfortunate for our life. What is it we're fighting? Okay, an evil spirit. That's in the shape of a flower, but look at those little, like, spidery legs. Or maybe they could be vines? Or roots? I can't really leave. I'll probably have to fight you. All right, Meda. You're holding a giant moon, and you've got tentacles that pop up and create some, like, energy shields. Oh, my gosh. And these little... Wait, are those doing damage? Guys, this is bad. Ah! Help me! The blue does not trigger on my immediate internal radar of run! Oh! Help me! She's got a super laser. That thing's operational. Oh, spikies. No. And death. Look at how much damage I did to Meda. Not a lot. Oh, wow. And here we are back again. But remember, in roguelites, it's not win or lose, it's win or learn. Yeah. She's real mean, and I hate her. Okay? I don't like her. My mind is still not ready for the Lotus, but I think what I am ready for is ability number 3. This is Ice Snipe. Okay. All right, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, I've grown accustomed to lightning beam, and I really like that. So what we're gonna try to do is build an ultimate build entirely off spellcrafting. And when I'm given the crystal, well, we pray to RNGesus. Okay, this is pretty awesome. This orbital beam, check it out. So we are going to upgrade our boomerang with it. So now when we fire the boomerang, watch it. It fires like a beam of light, or as I like to call it, a lightsaber around it. Our boomerang is already better than the one in the past run. It does so much more damage. Enemy down. This time, it's a trinket. Oh, we're gonna take the question mark. We don't want the trinket. But the roguelike nature of this makes building an ultimate build kind of tricky. I don't need to heal, and I don't want to lose health, so we'll just get back on the road. All right, this is like one-tapping the smaller enemies, which normally you're very powerful in the early bits, but like not this powerful. Whoa, this is incredibly good. Honestly, if we can just find more upgrades that synergize with this, we have a good chance of winning. So do we want to upgrade its speed? Upgrade its speed and add chill, or cast Thunder Strike that deals 60% damage? I'm curious. I mean, this one's purple, so it's got to be good, right? That's how it works, right? All right, so what happens now? Okay, it's firing lightning bolts. This is so good. We're gonna need it. These enemies are tougher. Now, the good news, though, is I haven't lost any health yet. It's not easy or consistently reliable. Good lord, this is just evaporating people. Especially once their armor's down. Tell him what he's won. Give me something good. Gain rage on a hit. Increases damage output. Or we can get burn. Or we could get homing. Guys, do you know how ridiculous? There's a lot of intriguing options, but I feel like we gotta go with homing. Because now what we'll do is not put homing down here, but switch it. So now it's a homing boomerang with a lightsaber that shoots lightning bolts. This is getting ridiculous. And we can upgrade it again. Spellcrafting in this game is my absolute favorite part. There's so many combinations you can try. Some are going to be obviously more optimal than others. All right, so all I got to do is aim generally in the area, right? It homed on 2 of them. Hits that first one. All right, we've got, what, 4 enemies left? I feel very, very powerful. And honestly, that's what games like this are all about. Give me unlimited power. On cast deals... Ooh, or we could get bounce. Void Explosion's interesting. Let's do a Void Explosion. We haven't upgraded our Lightning Bolt spell at all. And that does pose some risks, but you know what? I don't care. Okay, just look at this. Everything's getting evaporated. This is probably the fastest I've killed enemies in this zone before. Woo, I'm surprised I didn't take any damage. And I haven't taken damage. This is a personal best for me. And it's awesome. Unlimited power. Oh, I took damage. I got a little cocky. Oh my goodness. Lifesteal on heal burn? Oh, with 6+ stacks of burn. Redirecting the spell on hit sounds pretty fun. So we could add that off the thunder thrower bit. When the thunder hits, they have to bounce. Or what we could do is just add it to the lightning. Now we have to fight the mini boss. And honestly, this bell, I've lost to this thing 3 times in a row. It's challenging, but I think this is the best build I've had, plus the most health I've had. Oh, I took a fireball to the face. We're at 456. He's chasing me. I keep miscasting. He's at about 50% health. I'm at 80%. Mathematically speaking, that's good for me, right? Oh my gosh, the fireballs! Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh gosh, that was pretty massive. I hate how he teleports like right on my face. Oh, and you can't miss your first boomerang, man. If you do, like, that's just a window of opportunity. You're just staying in the fight longer. Chances of victory are distinctively lessened, but I dare say it. Ooh, run from that last one. We got him. So let's get the trinket first. Deal 50% more damage while under 25%. That's good when things are desperate, but I don't want things to get desperate. And we can add void satellites. Why don't, ooh, ice fragmentation sounds pretty spicy. When an enemy gets hit, I think I want that off the orbital beam. They're both valuable. I'm gonna add bounce off that. Order matters, it's really kind of fun. So the idea is that it'll apply chill first and then it bounces. But we're still just under 50% health. So this is interesting. Dragon Breath. Deals stacking damage over time, casts 3 materialization in a branching pattern. Damage is increased by 40% and it adds burn. This one sounds perfect for the lightning beam. And we're actually gonna change the order. Right now it just goes like 1 beam, right? So we switch this order and now it goes in 3 beams so we can deal with multiple enemies. Oh, I've only got 65. I need health, but I'm allured by power. Wind wave, I guess, could be good. I can buy another invocation for 30. Ooh, but I also need health. You know what? More power, right? Right? Oh, lightning trap. I think we gotta do it. And we'll put it here. So it actually, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Ah, so as soon as I fire it, it drops a trap on the ground. Intriguing. Okay, my lightning bolt is like really good now. We've mostly neglected that and we set things on fire. There are so many enemies. Not anymore. There's just this guy. Okay, there's more now. Dang it. As soon as I'm feeling good, the game's like, brother, you gotta get better. And since you have to be on the move a lot, I guess I could drop a shock trap right under him. Look at that. It's doing a little bit. Not a lot, but being able to drop the shock trap on him, especially if I get things that deal extra damage to static. All right, am I done yet? Can I be done yet, please? There it is. Finally. I hope this is good. It needs to be. So overflow casts lightning while it's moving. We're pretty much full, but this is bounce +1 affected by static, and that's what this does. We switch the order up. Crazy things are gonna happen. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now we're doing like shock waves with our lightning. I need to fight some enemies. I have no idea what that is gonna do. Maybe that wasn't the best time to experiment. And it's the boss. I haven't done like any damage to Meda at all. I'm at 17 health. I got her down to 50%. It's all about survival, which I'm not good at. But you can see all of the infinite options of the spellcrafting system. Now I want to say a big shout out and thank you to Echoes of Mystralia for sponsoring today's video. This is the sequel to Mages of Mystralia, so for a limited time you can try out the game. And obviously it's for free on Steam. So you can find out more about the game using the link in the video description below.